So when you're showing versatility ranch horse, there are several obstacles you're pretty much guaranteed to do. I've done a video on how to teach a horse to drag a log. I'm not sure if that one is out before this one or not. Now I'm going to talk about opening a gate. I've done a little bit of a video on starting a horse opening a gate. A lot of what I do to start, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with this because I want the horse to be able to show versatility ranch trail, and there's certain things that the horse can do to help our score. There's certain things that the horse would do that would hurt our score, and all the way through training I want to be thinking about what that horse needs to be to get those +1s, +1.5s in our trail maneuver. All the associations want to see basically the same thing in versatility trail. What we need to do is we need to open this gate not any further than necessary, go around the gate and close the gate. If you let go of the gate, it's a penalty, and if you lose control of the gate or lose control of your horse, it's going to lower your maneuver score. So I'm going to spend a lot of time standing next to the gate so that this horse wants to be by the gate. One of the main mistakes that I see people do is they don't spend enough time making by the gate a good place to be. You want the horse to want to stand by the gate. So one of the things we're going to do is this is going to be a resting place, and I'm never going to scold the horse or fuss at it. See, right here he's backing up. I'll ask him to go forward, but I'm not going to fuss at him or spur him hard by the gate. I want the gate to be a nice place to be. The last thing I want is for him to be afraid he's going to get fussed at while he's standing by the gate. Big mistake I see a lot of people make. So what I'm going to do, I spend a lot of time moving the gate. Basically, you need two things to be able to work a gate well. You need to be able to move the horse. You need to be able to move the gate. It's really all you need. I'm going to be working on one of those two things. Putting the horse where I want. Don't want to walk backwards. Let's go forward. And stand. I want him to want to stand. Now I have a little bit of space between him and my knee. He's worried about the gate. Now I'm going to walk around and come back. Just like every other obstacle, as you're working it, he builds up anxiety as you're working it. Walk in the circle and then bring him back. The walk lowers his anxiety level, and now we're starting back over with a relaxed horse. So I want to be able to move this gate around and him not worry about it. See, he's looking. He knows where the gate is. He knows that this is going into the barn, and he knows that food is usually inside the barn. So he wants to go in. One of the problems that I see a lot, horses don't want to stand parallel to the gate. They want to go perpendicular. It's a very common thing. Horses know that they don't walk through the gate this way. They know they walk through the gate that way. So standing this way is usually the first thing you have to accomplish. So you spend a lot of time standing and not even going through the gate. Stand here, reward the horse, walk away, we'll walk our circle. I like to walk to the end where the hinges are, walk to the hinges, and then down the gate. You'll see at quarter horse shows a lot of times to show off the maneuverability of the horse will be out here, and then they'll push the hind end around and side pass over to the gate. It's okay for quarter horse shows. I personally don't like seeing that at ranch shows, because at a ranch show, you're supposed to be able to work that horse all day on a ranch, and that's what you're exhibiting. I don't want to use energy over here doing something that's not necessarily for a ranch horse. I want to work the gate. I want to work the gate well. I'm not going to do extra maneuvers over here. That's okay for quarter horse shows. To me, that's not okay at ranch shows. Now, he wanted to walk away. I didn't force him to stand, but we're going to go back over here. We're going to stand by the gate. Basically, I just lost his attention. That's all that was. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the gate away, pull the gate to us, ask him to side pass over one step, and then we're going to stop. And stop. The gate hit his back leg. It's not a big deal. We're going to walk back to it. He needs to be okay with that gate hitting his back leg. Needs to be okay with gate hitting him anywhere. And we're going to go back to moving the gate again. I don't want him pushing the gate with his nose. That's a bad habit to let the horse get into. He's going to push the gate, knock it out of your hand, and get a penalty. And even if he don't knock it out of your hand and get the penalty, you want to show the judge that your horse understands the obstacle and is helping you perform the obstacle, not being worse at the obstacle, not making the obstacle harder to do. You want the horse to be making the obstacle easy for you to do. If he starts pushing on his nose, I'm going to let that gate bump him in his nose. Let that be a not pleasant thing to do. Right there, just let him bump his nose. Put your head straight. There we go. Good boy. Now, the gate bumped him in the nose. He wants to walk away. I'm going to see if I can get him to stand. He's wanting to leave because the gate hurt. There we go. Get him to stand here. Good boy. Now, if I was showing, this is as far as I would open the gate. We'd walk around the gate, and then we would close the gate. He's wanting to leave. Let's go ahead and leave again. But while I'm practicing here, I am going to go ahead and open the gate further so that we can get more practice side passing to open and more practice side passing to close. If I was showing, this is as far as I would open it though. So let's see if we can get another step. There we go. Good boy. When the horse gets further along, and I want that horse to show that he's helping the gate, that horse is going to learn that this is how far away from the gate he should stand, and wherever the gate goes, he's going to put his body there without me even really using my legs much. I want him to follow the gate. Let's close it a little bit now. A little bit of right leg, follow the gate. Follow the gate. Now he's backing up. We're going to go back forward. This is not what I want. Back forward. Stand. This is where I want him to be. Good boy. Let's close it a little bit more. You want to make sure I don't have his attention. You want to make sure that you work the gate on both sides. He just pushed it there. Let's see if he does it again. I'll bump his nose again. You want to make sure you work the gate on both sides, the left side and the right side. I prefer to work a gate as a pull instead of a push. I find that to be a lot more practical when using a gate. If I work it as a push, it's not as natural to work through the gate, to work the gate. I'm pushing. Don't bump it with your nose. Put your head back. There we go. Not hitting him hard, just enough to let him know that your head don't need to be over there. If I work the gate as a push, we're opening the gate, we're on the back side of the gate. We don't have as much control over the opening right here. If I had cows right here, I can watch the cows, I can watch the opening, I can be looking in a position to make sure the gate gets shut and we don't let any cows out. If I work it as a push, we're not in as good a position to do that. Let's get one more step closed. Go to the gate. There we go. Nice. That's what I want. I closed the gate, his leg went over. Nice. That's what I want. He's creeping forward. Let's see if we can get him to stand. Good boy. I'm not going to get into a fight to make him stand, but I am going to ask him to stand because that is what we want him to be. If I don't ever ask him to stand, he's never going to stand. He's just going to walk off anytime he wants to walk off. Now you notice I did not walk around the end of the gate this time. I want to work this gate a lot without walking around the end. The walking around the end is easy when you have him wanting to stand next to the gate. If he wants to stand by the gate and I ask him to walk forward, he's going to walk around the end and it's going to be a non-issue. But if I ask for that too early, we start walking, he's going to walk away, just like he's wanting to do now. For me to walk around the end, I want him a little bit better at walking, staying next to the gate as I swing it sideways. So this horse is going to end up being a really nice horse for ranch trail. We've been working the gate, dragging a log, throwing a rope, pretty much all of the mandatory obstacles that you see with most associations. This is Trigger. I'll put a link up here to some of the other videos I've done with him. Until next time, thank you for watching.